everybody doing? How's everybody doing today? Alright, yes, today I want to talk about carbohydrates. Alright, you know, carbohydrates really aren't that bad after all. Like, you know, I mean, I'm not a big friend of carbohydrates, but carbohydrates are necessary when a person is trying to build muscle. So the thing is that, you know, I always say this, like I've done I tried things. I actually try them. Like, you know, I went keto for a while, and you know, keto is like good, like, you know, because you get like that mental clarity, and then you get that keto sleep, and I mean, you're always in ketosis, and you get that yeah, you know, like you're so focused when you're in ketosis, like you get that mental clarity. But keto diets for building muscle aren't that good. You know, and this is and you know, and like Cole Robinson talks about all these stuff, and you actually have to try it to like find out for yourself. Like, you know, that's why I say, like, I've done them. Like I went keto, like I've done keto for a while, or you know, I've done a keto diet for, yeah, like, you know, I know what it is to do the keto diet, to maintaining ketosis. But like you said, you know, no one's supposed to be in ketosis like all year around. Like, it's just, we weren't meant to be in ketosis for forever. You know, unlike these other keto people that are trying to say that you know, that we were meant to be in ketosis. We weren't meant to be in ketosis. And you know, it's funny because yesterday I hadn't done the actual carbloads. Like, I was just, I guess I mean, I was eating meat, right? I was recently doing a primal diet, and it's great, like, in terms of like nutrition, like you actually feel good, but you cannot compare it to actually carb loading or like working out, having that glycogen in your muscle. Like yesterday I went to go work out with like a good carb load. Man, it was insane, man. Like, I was just pumping iron. Like, I worked out so hard yesterday. Like, I just had like amazing powers at the gym. And it's funny because where I work out, it's like a gym / like basketball courts. So it's like I played like a couple games of basketball, then I went and did weights, and I was just doing everything. I was doing like I was bench pressing, I was squatting, I was doing deadlifts. Like, I basically hit my whole body yesterday, and I could just tell that, like, I worked out hard. Like, I was pumping that iron. Like, what do you say? Like, I was tearing that muscle. And it's crazy because I had just enough carbohydrates for me to be able to have like good glycogen in my muscle. But then, shut up faster. He's always like crying. So I you know, I had enough carbohydrates for the glycogen, and then I also kept my protein high. You know, lean protein, right? Raw meat. And like the recovery is crazy. Like, I know how hard I worked out yesterday, because I worked out really, like, I tore muscles last night, and like today I woke up fine. Like, the recovery is insane when you're on this raw carnivore. I mean, when you do the raw meat and carb load, like, it's crazy. And you know, I want to talk about two other things, and it's like these other carnivores that are promoting, well, some of them that are promoting like the primal diet and all that stuff, like, let's say Frank Tufano and Sferia and all these people. Like, I like these guys, man, because I've learned from them, but they're not into building muscle or like being, you know. And it's like, you know, like Cole said himself, like, having muscle is healthy. Like, I mean, these people might be in okay shape. I mean, they might have an okay physique, but if we're talking about, you know, like, let's say burning fat and building muscle, like, the primal diet isn't, I don't think it's enough for you to like really build muscle. Like, I was on the primal diet recently, and it's like, in the nutrition aspect, and let's say if people are trying to heal something, then it probably is like the best alternative. But if you're trying to, like, let's say burn fat, which is what most people want, most people either want to burn fat and build muscle, or they just want to build muscle. It's either or. And in either of those cases, if you like go on like a raw primal, or what a lot of these carnivores suggest, like it's not gonna be that easy. But then if you do the carb load, like let's say you do, because you can do a raw carnivore with carb loads. That way you'll benefit from the muscle glycogen. Like your performance, you're just gonna kill it. And you know how these other carnivores, like they don't. I mean, the nutrition is good, but these dudes aren't. They aren't like performance like athletes. Like they just worry about the health. And I mean, the health is great. But I mean, but muscle gain is also in strength. That's also healthy. So I don't know, I just wanted to make this video because I was into keto for a while, and I even, I used to say that carbohydrates were garbage, and they are if you overeat them. But if you eat just enough carbohydrates for you to have that muscle glycogen, for you to be able to go into the gym and and use all that glycogen, like carbohydrates are like a blessing. And I've known this, but like last night I just it just came, like it was so real, like so anyway, yeah, carbohydrates are necessary, and it's not about, insulin is also good for like for muscle gain, but it's not about, it has a lot to do with frequency also. Like you can't, like people shouldn't be spiking their insulin all day. But let's say you do have some carbohydrates and you spike your insulin, like let's say you eat like some fruit after your workout, that could be beneficial, that could help your muscle, that could help you recover. And and the last thing is that, I always say this, that, I do the snake diet, and so I mean, like I know how to fast. Like I've lost over 100 pounds, and I lost probably about 60 pounds due to fasting. So I mean, I know how to fast. And the thing about fasting is that when you're fasting, when you're in ketosis, you're in a catabolic state. And it's funny because last time I dropped down to 73 kilograms, which is like, I don't remember how many pounds it is, but I dropped like half of my body weight. And I mean, I had some muscle because I was working out, I was swimming, I was doing weights. But really, I'm trying to actually build muscle now. Like I'm trying to do like a lean bulk, I guess you could say, and with carbohydrates. And I might throw some some 48s or 72s in there, just for the fasting sake. but definitely, yeah, I'm not gonna do the same as I did before that. And a lot of these snakers, man, it's like they lose all the weight, but they don't have that much muscle. Like they're just like skinny. Like Cole was saying, they're like bean poles. and I see this all the time. So it's, I mean, fasting is great and everything, but if you're trying to build muscle, like you need the carb loads, man. Like when you're carbed up, when you work out with glycogen in your muscles, when you're carbed up, man, it's just, you got like crazy powers. And then if you keep the protein the protein high, with the raw meat, you're just gonna recover like it's insane, man. Like I tore muscle last night, and today, like I'm fine. Like I'm ready to go tear it up again. Like it's insane how fast you recover from the from the protein, from the high protein, right? The raw meat. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. Yeah, carbs are great for building muscle. And thanks for watching.